Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. It is a bright and sunny day. Okay, there's a few clouds out, but somewhat sunny day on a Sunday with some shaders. What more could you ask for? We're gonna be back doing some digging. My Wednesday stream turned into a Thursday stream this week, which resulted in some digging stuff. So we're gonna be doing that a little bit again today. Pick up where we left off last time. My hope is to clear out the corner that I started today. That's the goal. So, fingers crossed. My voice may not be quite normal today. I went for a run this morning, and with the colder air, typically means that my throat's gonna be a little scratchy the rest of the day. So that's just how it goes. Go and got our tool in here. No, we want extra tools. So just keep it on me just in case. Eventually I'll just switch out this pickaxe, but there we go. So it was over here. Oh, last time we also got enough skulls for another wither. This wither escaped, but actually wasn't that bad. I went through 3 or 4 golden apples, but they weren't the enchanted ones, so we're fine. But I did finish this portion of the Wither Skeleton farm. So we've got all of the soul sand with all of the wither roses now in. So don't have to worry about that anymore, which is nice. We did fall into lava twice last time, but it's fine. I haven't noticed a significant... We spent a little bit of time on Thursday over here. I didn't notice a significant increase. We have some wither skulls here, but I didn't notice a significant increase in the number of skeletons falling, so I don't think it mattered a whole lot. It's more for my completeness. If we do stand here for long enough, we will start to get with the skeletons piling up. It just takes a minute or two. So we just stand right here. We'll get a few. I'll repair this pickaxe real quick and then we'll start. Or at least get it to a place where it's more repaired. So hopefully everyone's doing well though. I'm having a good Saturday, I think. Hey, Science Nat. I am doing pretty good. How you doing? Which reminds me, speaking of today, I have an Amazon order that's supposed to be coming today. What time is that supposed to get here? What do you mean arriving tomorrow? It was supposed to be here today. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, it is still arriving today. Doing great, thanks. Yeah, you seem to be on the mend. That's good. No, it is coming today. It's out for delivery as of 10 o'clock this morning. I love how it switched from like the city and then it said Maryland and then US to just the city, US. Or I guess the town. It's not a city. Not bad for an XP farm though. Getting new shoes Tuesday? Nice. What kind of shoes? You know, I was looking at shoes last weekend. I have shoes that so I'm one of those people who I don't slip on shoes. I untie and retie my shoes every single time. That's just something I picked up from my dad. It's a habit at this point. Emma, on the other hand, slides on a lot of shoes, even if you're supposed to tie them. So I was looking at slip-on shoes. So that's a pair of shoes that I would like to get at some point. It's just a pair that slips on and I can walk around in. Because it would be nice to not have to tie my shoes every single time. Karis? I think I've heard of that. Is that a brand name? Ooh. Those look fancy. Very stylish too, the ones that I'm looking at. Do that too, but I slip them off without untying. I tie mine tight enough where I typically can't slip them off. I have to untie them and then I have to retie them. So my shoes are pretty well tied to the point that like they're not coming off my feet. I guess technically they could, but you'd have to tug a lot. This might be my new favorite XP farm while we're here. That's actually a great use for this. Is that while we're over here digging, we can use this as our XP farm to repair our tools. Ooh, there's another skull. Last night we're the same size, just give me a pair of hers. One were Karis brand and or Karhu brand, and I like them, but they're worn out now. Gotcha. I have gotten the same pair of shoes for probably 5 or 6 years now. Like literally the exact same. I always get New Balance, and they're I don't have a New Balance 760s. New Balance. Maybe. No, something core. We're gonna stand in front of him. I'm gonna look this up. I'm not gonna leave my seat to go get them, but actually, you know what? I can search it in my email because I get email stuff. New Balance order. No, they are. They're 574 cores. Yep. New Balance 574 core. I get the exact same model. And I've apparently been getting these for longer. I've been getting these for... I've had these for 7 years. The exact same color, brand, and style, I guess. The other reason I was looking at some slip-on shoes was just to get something different. Because I have like the exact same stuff. And I've worn the exact same kinds of shoes for a long time. I have to have something I can stand it all day in. Fair. Gotta be supportive. That's totally fair. I feel like the New Balances I have are pretty supportive, but I'm also not standing all day, so it's kind of hard to tell. I actually rarely stand in a day, so I probably sit far too much. That's part of the reason I've considered swapping out my 2 desks, my work desk and my the desk I'm at right now. It's because I don't use the standing desk element of my desk. It's not super comfortable to stand while you're playing video games. Or while working, it can be. I have some New Balance that are so comfy, but they have a hole in each one at the big toe. Ooh. Do you know which, what kind of New Balances they are? New Balance are super comfy though. I remember New Balances for a long time, especially when I was a kid, were like known as like the dad shoes. Like comfy, but not particularly stylish. And then I think it was in high school, I had a friend who I played baseball with, who got New Balance cleats. I remember looking at them because I got New Balance for a while. Then I, you know, trying to be cool as a middle schooler, switched to Nike Air Maxes, which not nearly as comfortable. Looked a lot cooler though. But then I saw his New Balance cleats. This one friend, and I was like, I didn't realize New Balance had shoes that actually looked cool. So it was then probably in college that I started. It was either late high school or early college. I started getting New Balance. Cause I looked at the website. I'm like, oh my gosh, these shoes actually are kind of nice. And in terms of shoes, they're not that expensive normally compared to things like Nike Air Maxes. You know, it's one product I don't feel like has increased as much in price. Maybe it's just the shoes that I buy. And I bought the same shoes. I don't feel like they've gotten that much more expensive over the last 5 to 10 years. For any number of reasons. Fresh foam, something or another. Interesting. Big shoes when I was in high school. I had a friend who had foam posits. I think it's what they were called. Basketball, everybody had Jordans, Air Jordans. That was just the thing. I think even in middle school, like, I don't remember if we had to pay for them or if the coach just got them, but we ended up getting like team cleats, basically. Cleats, team shoes, and they were Air Jordans. What if my parents still have them? These, they don't have the color I have anymore. All right, let me put this in here, and then I will. Ooh. Fresh foam Roav. Yeah, $90. Yeah. Which for shoes aren't like that bad. Because a lot of shoes, even when I was in middle school, would cost like, especially because I wear a size 13. A lot of shoes were like 110, 120 bucks. Especially stuff like the Nike Air Maxes. You're paying for the brand almost. My running shoes are, I think, a little more expensive. But I have Sauconys. Yeah, you could probably get some of them at a discount at times too. And my running shoes are Sauconys, and then my normal shoes are New Balance. The slip-on ones I were looking at, I think, were Skechers. It felt kind of weird because I was looking at slip-on shoes next to a guy who looked like he was about 70 years old. I'm like, am I turning into an old person? Like, I know I act like an old person, but I'm not. Am I actually turning into an old person now? Do they not have enough support, Skechers? Remember Skechers being, like I said, you know, I said old person brand, but it was more of like a kid brand when I was growing up because they always had the commercials on TV about Skechers, the light up shoes, I think. I said light up Skechers. I always thought that they were just something for kids, and I've seen more like older people wearing Skechers. So. I don't know. Yeah. It took until probably late high school for me to get out of the phase of like, I've got to wear shoes that look cool. I mean, I still want to wear shoes that like I think look cool to the point where I would want to wear them, but not because, you know, people around me were wearing them. It took until late high school for me to get out of the peer pressure phase, or the seemingly peer pressure phase. Don't really think anyone actually peer pressured me into doing it, but oh really? Not cool, man. Not cool. I was late with trends. I was too much in the middle of everything, cause like I was in a lot of like the nerd classes, the smart classes, but I was also playing a lot of sports. I wasn't necessarily a cool kid, but I wasn't necessarily like a nerd. So like I was enough in the know for the sports kids to be on the to understand the trends, not necessarily follow them, but understand them. But enough on the outside to not be following the trends as much, I guess. It was always a weird place to be in. And then by the like, part of it I think as well is like by the time my last 2 years of high school I stopped playing sports, so I stopped hanging out with some of the cool kids, and therefore stopped caring. And so my friends were mostly like people in the smart classes, quote unquote. I've mentioned before I was in some special program thing, so like there was like a class of 20 to 25 of us. I think after freshman year, it started with 25 freshman year, and then ended up being 20 or 21 after that. We were all like in the same classes, all the same core classes together, because that's just how the program worked. We all took pretty much the same math, English, history, science classes together. So the kids, after the first 2 years of high school, I pretty much just focused on that, and so I started hanging out with those kids a lot more. Now, to be fair, some of those kids were also in the same places I was originally, where they played sports and they were in those classes. Actually, quite a few. We had a fairly athletic group of nerds. So yeah, I don't miss high school for the whole like outsider perspective thing. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. Because when you get older and you become an adult and you're like, eh. I mean, there are still cliques and stuff, but I feel like it's a lot less pronounced now than it was in high school. At least it's the circles that I run in now. It's just, you know, they always tell you that like the bullies are the ones that end up like, oh, if someone's a bully, it's probably
this is the highlight of their life, basically, and, you know, the rest of their life's going to be bad. Not necessarily. I feel like it really depends. Like, some bullies, yeah, and some of them become very successful. So... But I don't feel like it's as, like... When you become an adult, I think it's because people become a lot more mature, right? And handle situations better. It's a weird time. I'll say the one thing I think that's nice about school, though, for at least some people, is that you very naturally have like a group of friends to be around, and you have to be in a certain place for 7 or 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you naturally have it's easier to make friends than being an adult. Because you're around so many people all the time. I mean, you still have that with work now, but I feel like work is different. People have their own lives. Almost fell. For better or for worse, you know, they have their own lives, so. As a kid, you're still just like figuring out your life. I mean, there are adults who are still figuring out their lives too. So, but the expectation as a kid is like everybody's figuring out their life still. Versus when you're adults, people just are already solidified in wherever their life is. Some people are still figuring it out, but some people are more solidified. So. Especially the older you get. A lot of the younger coworkers I have, so people around my age or maybe a little bit younger, are typically out doing stuff. I have a particular coworker who travels quite a bit, a few times a year, versus some of the older coworkers. A lot of times the older coworkers have kids. And so that just generally means that they're doing kid stuff. So there's just inherently less time for them to do other things anyways. And the older you get, the go away. I thought I switched my chest plate when I did. What was I gonna say? I was saying something. Oh, the older you get, the more you work. Is generally the case as well, because the older you get, the higher up you get, the more responsibilities they have, the more you work. So that's it as well. And so it goes from, like, I know a lot of people in their 20s who just have a lot of free time. They go to work, they do their 8 hours, they come home, they do whatever. They go out on Fridays, that kind of stuff. 30s, 40s and up, generally kids, work, sleep, house projects, and that's about it. So I work even when I'm not working. Salary is a scam. Yeah, it's one of the nice things about where I work is just that, like, I'm salaried, but I also get paid overtime. So if I work extra, I get paid more, which is not the case for most salaried positions. And even the salary position I had before where I currently work wasn't like that. But I have to do a bare minimum of 80 hours every. Technically, the way it works, because they have this weird thing where they do what is often called a 980 schedule, which means, or you can do a 980 schedule, which essentially means you work 9 hours a day, 4 days a week, and then every other Friday you alternate like having the Friday off and working 8 hours. That gets you 80 hours in 9 days basically. But because of that, they like changed their timesheet stuff to where like, oh, they changed the way things work so that if you're on the 980 schedule, you have to input a minimum of 36 hours a week. We record all of our time in a timesheet kind of thing. So when you put your time into your timesheet, you have to do a minimum of 36 hours every week. So, oh, what happens if you worked 50 hours the week before? Can you not do 30 hours the next week? No, you can't. You can only do like, you have to do you have to input a minimum of 36 hours in a week, which is weird. I don't know why they changed it to that, but it's weird because it wasn't like that when I first started. I know they were trying to do some things because there was a lot of complaints about people not being able to take time off, which my response to that is just take the time off. And that was the response of our VP, but they still changed it. Here we go. But it means if I were to do like 45 hours in the first week. It's also weird because like you have to start counting overtime. Anything over 44 hours in a week is considered overtime. Even though like, and that's why they require the minimum 36 hours or whatever. Let's say I do an hour of overtime the first week of a pay period, and then the second week I want to just do my 80 hours, which means 35 hours is all I would be working. I can't do that. I have to do at least 36 hours. This is kind of dumb to me, but I go back to, at least I get paid. So, okay. There we go. I forget how speedy it is on these soul sand blocks. All right, come on. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
We're almost done. Oh my goodness.
I almost hit the beep button. I forgot that I have a beep button. It's probably really loud if I press it. So I'm not gonna press it. So, oh, did I ever? I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but so for the longest time, for years, I was having issues with my Go XLR Mini. I don't have any issues anymore. So what I ended up doing is, I think it was the cord going into the Go XLR Mini that was the issue, because I just ordered a cord off of Amazon. This was like months ago now. Replaced the cord, and I've had no issues. I think I did uninstall and reinstall the app as well. But I just, ordering a cord just, I think there was a loose connection or something. I've transported this Mini back and forth between, I had this in my apartment at college, and I've had it between apartment, a townhouse, and now a house post-college, so I wonder if just between all of that, it just got bent one too many times. So now it's good though. I've had no issues. Everything's great. So, hey friend. Bye, friend. Ooh, let's do that. Go straight up here. All right, ad break's gonna be about 30 seconds for anyone who doesn't have, or who isn't subbed, or doesn't have Twitch Turbo. Hopefully you get a good ad. If you are going to be getting an ad next. We do these ad breaks about every 30 minutes on the stream. And because I do that, I remove pre-rolls. So like if you first come to the stream or you refresh the stream for any reason, you don't get pre-rolls. So okay. We are working on our corner though. This corner over here. And the goal is to get as much as cleared out as possible. We're gonna do this portion next. Down to about lava level. Yeah, about lava level. Slab it up, and then we'll move on to this portion. My goal for today was just to get this section cut out though. So I think we're on a good path to getting there though. Eight-hour stream. Woo! I have enjoyed some of the longer streams for sure. I say longer, like 3-hour streams. Definitely get more done. I don't think I've done more than a 12-hour stream before. I believe I had the 12-hour subathon like 5 years ago. Because that was in part like push to partner stuff, I think. In April of 2021. Which is fun, don't get me wrong. Don't know if I would want to do 12 hours again, but there's parts of it that are really fun. I think I'd have to do more like breaks. Real like 15-minute breaks. Because I think I did 12 hours pretty much straight. If I remember correctly. That's not healthy. And or I'd have to actually start using my standing desk a little bit. Which is something I should put on my list of things to do. Is set up my desk in such a way that I can use it. Because right now I don't think I can use it as a standing desk, mostly because the cord lengths. So I'd have to get probably new cables. Particularly the HDMI and the DisplayPort. I've also come to find out in recent years that DisplayPort's actually better than HDMI. Which I didn't think was it, but I thought HDMI was better than DisplayPort, but I was wrong. So HDMI or DisplayPort's what is recommended generally, if you can. They both work. I think DisplayPort carries a better image. It's just a better cable. So I think I have 2 DisplayPort. Yeah, I think both of mine are DisplayPort now. In fact. if you have a DisplayPort cable and are willing to get one, it's generally the recommendation to do that. Because I didn't finish this part before. Put this away. But yeah, I've been enjoying the more like 3-hour streams. I do just kind of feel it as I go though. Like, hey, you know, am I feeling really tired, or can I go for another half an hour, whatever it is, once we hit that like 2-hour mark. Do I got something else I gotta go do, you know? Next weekend is Emma's birthday, so we are having a couple people over, which I need to reach back out to those people again and relay more information about what we're doing. It's not a secret or anything. Emma knows what we're doing. We're having some people over, gonna go do an escape room, get some ice cream, and maybe have dinner if people can stick around. It's gonna be a Saturday night, so it's possible that they can, but her birthday is next Monday, so it's in 8 days. It's not like a big number. I feel like the last big number was 26. Let's not run over. Is that a 25 or 26? I forget which one. Whichever one it is, you can rent a car. And I think 26 for me might have been selective service. I don't have to register for the selective service anymore. Doesn't mean I can't be drafted, it just means that I don't have to register for it anymore. So just something I found out. I think it's like you can still be drafted up to like 37 or something. Very least I don't have to sign up though. So. So beyond that, like, start hitting 27 and up. It's more of a good time to have people over and just hang out, especially because like a lot of us don't see each other very often. We live in different states. So it's just a nice time to have some people over. All this, thank you. What is yelling? Big numbers get fewer and fewer the older you get. My big next number is constantly receding as they decide you need to be older in order to draw on the state pension. Oof. Yeah, they had some things in America about retirement ages, I think, for Social Security as well. I am of the mindset that I am never going to rely on Social Security. I'm never going to expect that it's going to be there, because I expect by the time I would go to retire, it's going to be gone. So.
She was reading on one of
Pillows. Which, like our regular pillows or like the extra pillows? Which extra pillow?
the long one. I had pulled it to like support something else.
The long one?
Oh, short one. The one you have.
The one I okay.
I had moved it to help with something else, so it was more like in the middle of the bed. And so I walked out and sheets and
Hey, I mean, if you're self-sufficient, it is better. I mean, there are people who do need Social Security, but if you're able to be self-sufficient, it Allows you to not have to worry about it. You know.
She's just a little cuddle.
Cuddle bug.
Cuddle.
You have been so cuddly all day, baby.
He's been so cuddly all
You're
day.
kicking me. Why are you kicking me in the face? Why are you kicking me in the face?
She's not kicking you.
She is kicking me in the face.
You're hitting yourself in the forehead.
Her
with
paw
your
was
foot.
literally on my face.
Because you put it there.
Okay. That doesn't change anything.
But she did everything.
Nope.
Moved when I was coming over here because I was gonna try and see if you could like look over and see her.
Yeah, I got that long pillow out of the closet.
The closet that will not be named. Mm-mm.
Oh, the broken closet.
The broken closet.
No, not the broken closet.
The one in our bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Not the big one, the little one.
I thought you were talking about the broken one downstairs.
There's a broken closet downstairs?
Broken closet door, at least.
No.
No.
I fixed the.
Okay.
I put the closet door back on its hinges. I just had to figure out how that was gonna work. This house is a 4-bedroom house. 3 of the bedrooms on the it's a 2-story. The top floor has 3 bedrooms and the bottom floor is 1 bedroom. Bottom floor is technically a basement. The top ones are all fine. The bottom one, I took the closet door off because it wasn't opening and closing properly. It doesn't have a rail in the, like a lot of our closets upstairs have like a rail at the bottom where the closet door connects to, so it can go in and out easily or open and close easily. The bottom floor doesn't. I don't know if it's because the bottom floor, like if you were to drill anything, it would be straight into concrete essentially. There's carpet over it, but beneath that is pad then concrete. What it is, but I had to reset the door on its hinges so it would open and close properly. It just kind of glides over the carpet. The bottom portion of it does. All of our closet doors downstairs are like that, which is why I'm like, whatever, it's just they don't want to drill into concrete kind of thing. Whenever they put the doors on. The longer you live in the house, the more you see like all the things that are wrong with it. Or in our case, the number of things that the flipper did that you don't necessarily like. The flipper painted like everything white, like everything on one side. The closet doors on the back side are not white. So it's just the exterior white, and then on the underside it's like, I mean, I don't see the inside of a closet normally, so it's not normally a big deal, but why not just take it off? And so stuff like that, where it's like that closet door, as I was trying to fix it, on the inside you could tell that it was like not painted white, even though the closet door is white on the outside, the side that faces everyone. It's a little disappointing, for sure. It's like, y'all could have done a better job here, like, and it wouldn't have even been that difficult. But here we are. Union Medical, generally the largest expense you have in retirement is tax and other insurance. Problem is they are trying to weaken asset ownership and increase long-term debts. Yeah, I don't even think about retirement anymore. That's the ideal, right? Is in retirement you have very few expenses. Why is this here? Why are you here? Don't like that. You there. Alright, let's grab some slabs. Tend to do this every once in a while, just expand this section a little bit. Just because it helps with anything that might spawn here. Okay, we're gonna do that so we have at least some slabs left over. Down here. But I need more. Getting more stone. Just easy enough to get. We just have to go to the overworld to get it, unfortunately. To the overworld we go. But yeah, retirement is just one of those things I prepare for it. I don't think about it as much as maybe I should. I mean, to be fair, we do have an entire spreadsheet that, like, Ella and I went through and started calculating, like, when can we retire? How much do we need to retire? That kind of thing. Engineers making spreadsheets, who would have thought? But it takes a whole bunch of things into account, including home ownership, including investments, yada yada yada. Doesn't actually take into account insurance, I don't think. This might be a gap, but it was a rough estimate. Just to see when the possibility of when we could retire. So. Let's see, I think it's over here when I go. I think it's over here. Yeah, it's been real windy. I've seen a number of I was off my run earlier. I saw a number of like drain things, the black pipes, or like we have white things that come off the downspouts, just blown all over people's yards. Our the one in our backyard was in the mulch bed. When I went outside, it's like, that's not supposed to be there. I didn't say your name. But I didn't say your name. I'm not lying. Chat, Emma's so mean to me. So mean. What? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys probably can't hear all the amount of curse words and taunting and all this stuff. All the words Emma's throwing at me right now. She's not actually throwing curse words at me. She was yelling at me because she thought I said her name. Before I said her name. I said, no.
I mean, I guess the thing that I did say was, I think, I don't know if I mentioned your name specifically, but I talked about our retirement spreadsheet. It's like the last thing I would have said your name about, I think.
Last thing I remember anyways. I was outside once I got back to my run this morning, picking up sticks for like half an hour. We have a lot of sticks that drop from trees. It was like one of the first things when we moved in that my neighbors talked about. It's like we have a lot of sticks, a lot of branches that fall. I forget what the trees are that we're planting in our neighborhood, but they're supposed to be disease resistant. A lot of the bark comes off. The trees shed basically, which is kind of weird. But then they also have sticks that fall off. I forget what the name of the trees are now. I remember looking this up. Actually, I don't know if I looked it up or if it was if a neighbor said something. I don't remember now. But it is almost grass cutting season. A few more weeks, probably. I have some areas of grass that probably should be starting to get cut, but I'm also kind of waiting for it to not be. It's supposed to be pretty cold this week. I don't want it to start dipping below freezing again, if possible. And the grass hasn't really grown that much. There's like little pockets that have grown a little bit, but the grass has, in general, hasn't grown very much. So I don't think I started cutting grass until like mid to late April last year. I remember wanting to cut it sooner, but we didn't live here at that point. Bought the house beginning of April last year. So we hadn't lived here for. We weren't living here when I was looking to cut the grass. Or even I think the first time that I did, came over on an evening on a weekend or something and did it. Because we used to live 15 minutes from where we currently live, so. It wasn't that far away, but far enough where like coming on an evening to cut grass after work was not particularly easy. So at that point, I don't even think I'd bought a lawnmower at that point. Which means actually I'll have to start charging, because I have an electric mower, so all electric. So I need to start charging the batteries. We live in suburbia, so it's on our little lot. It's not that hard. It takes like an hour and a half to cut the grass. To just cut it, I think, is like an hour. So it's not a huge time sink. But enough for coming over on like 5:30 on a random Thursday. It's a bit of a squeeze. So. Let's not jump off the cliff there, thank you. I I think this game really wants me to fall down a hole. The number of random holes that have spawned is quite impressive. The nether is indeed Swiss cheese. Apparently. A bunch of lava coming down here. Don't really like the look of that. But yeah. Oh, that was the other thing that happened. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. The inside of the house was smelling like the outside. It felt like the inside was the outside. And I couldn't figure out. It took us like a solid like 30 minutes or something to figure it out. 20, 30 minutes, I don't know. I thought maybe something was coming through the vents. I wasn't really sure what it was. And then Emma's office has a balcony off of it with a door attached to it. Well, the door was locked, but somehow, I'm gonna guess with the wind, something with the wind, it had blown the door open. So I was like, now I know why it smelled like the outside, but on the inside. Because there was, I was telling them, I was like, it smells like there's like windows open, like that smell you get whenever you open windows for fresh air. Yeah, because there was a door open. That's how windy I think it was yesterday. Because it was locked. Like the door was locked, but it was blown open. So we then ordered, and it's supposed to come today, a second lock basically. And there's a space on the inside of the door where you can tell there used to be, I forget what the locks are called. I have to look on Amazon. It's like a bolt lock kind of thing. There's a space where there used to be on the door. You can tell something screwed in that kept the door closed. It's the same door that we've had issues with when we first moved into the house because there were gaps. It wasn't sealed properly. The gaps all around it, and there were bugs coming into the house. Everything from wasps to tiny bugs. We get silver, I think they're called silverfish as well. They look like silverfish. They look like Minecraft silverfish too. So I think they're silverfish. So we get all kinds of tiny little bugs. Downstairs we had some carpet beetles. Too unfortunate. I patched a hole in the wall where I think they were coming through. Well, I put a temporary fix on it. I just put some tape over it. A tiny hole. It was like a crack, but it was at the joining of two like boards, essentially. So we do have a pest control company that comes out and helps. Alright, so ads are going to start in about a minute. For those of you who will get ad breaks, just FYI. I don't know what the ads look like these days on Twitch, but hopefully they're not terrible. I've brought a McDonald's before because I think I got a McDonald's commercial on Twitch once. But they're always like super gaming focused and I don't know. Not the McDonald's ones, but some of them are really cringy. Gotten some really cringy ads on Twitch before. Where you can tell that they hired like a Twitch streamer to act in it basically. It's like not all Twitch streamers are great actors. Some of them are. A lot of them aren't. Making our way through. A lot of open space here. Rude. You at? Buddy, that was very rude. Not cool. Not cool at all. Oh, I have brakes started. Where's the edge of this at? Basically out of space, yeah. It's right. Where's this corner at? That. Just to signify where the corner is. That. This is the corner. Do not go past this area. Do that. Do that. Just so we know where the border is. Alright, let's put this stuff away. I think over here? Yep. There we go. Oh, not that. There we go. Oh, drinky drink. And we can go a little bit longer, but then we'll need to repair this pickaxe. Love all the beacons we have around here. It's quite nice. This needs to go down here at some point. We do this now, maybe? Go across like right here. Shouldn't take too long to tear down. It's generally pretty easy. I think. At least created a border here, which is nice. Yep. Down a couple levels. levels. Wonderful. A lava lake there. We want to get rid of this. Let's make our lives a lot easier if we can. So where is this stemming from? Here? Is this it? Literally right there? See if that fixes it. Ooh. I think it might. Yeah, that should. And we got one right there. I want to fix as well. Okay. Let's do that. Should go away. Yeah, that's slowly going away. Clearing out some area here. One over there I want to get rid of as well, but this will do for now. I should start thinking about what design we want to do for this perimeter. And also consider putting the blaze farm, finishing that. Putting that to use. Many considerations. The good thing about doing this, the nether waste section right now, is that we don't have to worry about magma cubes. So I can do larger sections. All we have to really worry about are piglins. Those aren't too bad to worry about, so. We're really just worried about, magma cubes. And gas, I guess. The magma cubes aren't a worry in this biome, so shouldn't have to worry about it. I feel like that's gonna drop. Maybe it's not. No, it's not gonna drop. Get a little weary around gravel now. Because of the last time that gravel, the last stream gravel sent me into the lava, so. Big no-no. Go. Go. All right, let's put this stuff away. Radio. Perfect timing. Here. Alright, let's go pick up the rest of this netherrack. And then we will go repair this pickaxe, I think. I think makes the most sense. Yeah, I know you're there. You're stuck, oh well. Alright. Got our lights are on. We get ourselves some skulls. I don't remember where we left off last time. Okay, we got 17 skulls. So we have enough for 5 more withers, 5 more beacons. That's pretty cool. And I think we already have 5 or 6 beacons in my ender chest. We have 5 beacons and a nether. Oh, we never actually made that. But yeah, 5 beacons and a nether star. So 6 beacons basically. We got enough for 5 more. That's 11. Potentially. We can start taking those beacons and start lighting places up. Whenever we want. I think it's another skull there. I've been taking a lot of beacons over here. It's because there's a lot to dig out. We need a beacon right around there. We might need one there and there. I think we need maybe 3 more beacons in the nether here. At least along the edges. And of course there's space in the middle that we don't have a beacon for. So that will need beacons. Okay. How many skulls are we at now? 20, jeez. So that's 19, so that's... We just got 4 skulls standing here? What? Or did we get 3? No, we got 4. Wow. That's a lot of skulls. Up to 22 now. So that's 7 withers. Okay, I can check it out after stream. Appreciate you letting me know, though. I can check it out after stream. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. No, I can read the message that you sent. I assume the message has all the information I need. So appreciate it though. Come on. Halfway done repairing this pickaxe. Oh. How has it been 1 hour and 20 minutes already? I was starting to stress and I'm like, it can't have been that long. Why do I feel so like stiff right now? Oh, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, I appreciate that. I miss some of it too sometimes. I've had, I think, what was it? I did stuff on a server 2 or 3 times. I did, yeah, I think I did stuff on a server 2 or 3 times. Done a bunch of different series over the years. Skyblock, Survival Island. Did a prison series. I actually had a comment on a video from my old Chaotic Prison series. Someone was like, "Oh man, these used to be the good old days." I'm like, "Oh, I guess." There's some fun parts about it. There's always some, you know, you look back at things 10, 11 years in the future, you look back at things 10, 11 years ago, it's very easy to see all the good parts about it and all the things that didn't go well. Kind of go through one ear and out the other. A skull. Go. Skull in there. Some of my favorite content though was a lot of like the Survival Island stuff I did. Mostly because it was it was relatively, like, it wasn't low effort, but it was relatively low effort. It was hanging out with people, which is always nice. And it did really well. It was kind of the best of all worlds. I did one series with, well, the first one was with Cody, and then the second one was with Jane Skunk. The first series did perform the best, but I can go back to like all of them performed well. It's not like any of them performed or were inadequate in any way. So some of the Skyblock stuff has done well over the years as well. Again, that's a similar thing where it's like playing with people. I think the first time I did it was solo. And I think the second time I did it, I did a island with Gaming Because and Duke. Gaming Because AK Stin, I think is his name now, on all the socials. Gotcha. So your name lines up with your Twitch name. Okay. I'm trying to get to the point where this pickaxe is fully repaired before we get back to digging. Go get some of those. I do need some more food. We're up to 8 withers now. Could I have more than that, right? No, that's 9. It's 9 withers. That's 27 skulls that I can take. Which equates to, divide that by 3, 9 withers. No, that's, wait, no, that's, yeah, 27. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, guys. So many of you. So we probably don't have to change. Math is hard, yeah. Probably don't have to, oh my gosh. The way that this farm is set up. Though, if we did change it a little bit, it'd probably be a little more efficient. Or maybe a lot more efficient. What we really need to do is get it to a point where they can see the golems. Or the golem. Which they kind of can through the sides there.
Hello.
Antox, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I think if we... I don't really know how to do it because I can't see through glass. You have to be empty. And I'd be a little afraid that the wither skeletons could reach the golem. Just a little bit. Yep, I appreciate it. Another skull in here? Yeah, okay. Let's kill some of these. See if we get one more skull. Nope. Alright, well, we can fly out of here then. Back here. Fully prepped pickaxe. It is kind of a nice little break to have that, and we can get a whole bunch of skulls that way. So this project here is my nether dig. So I'm digging out a bunch of area in the middle here for a wither skeleton perimeter. We've got the wither skeleton farm in the middle here. Very, very, very simple design. Literally just wither roses, golem in the middle, where the skeletons spawn and fall down, basically. And so we're making a perimeter, and I'm digging it all out by hand. So I've done some other things in between, but I'll come here, do some digging for a few live streams, and go do something else for a few, and then come back, so on and so forth. So diggy hole, yeah. So the plan is basically digging out the area, creating as few spawnable spaces as possible, with the ultimate goal being that I will eventually have all the area from bedrock to bedrock cleared out, and then we can make some designs, wall designs. We can put some things in the middle, whatever we kind of want to do. But we have this giant area. I've always had this idea in the back of my head of like, oh, it'd be so cool if we had a nether perimeter, because I've seen them done before, but I've never done them before. So putting dreams into action. So we are digging. Like I said, this is all being dug out by hand. Most people do these things with flying machines, TNT dupers. One, we don't do in this world, and two, I would just prefer to do it by hand, personally. It's a similar thing to like one of the things I don't do in this hardcore world is I don't use totems. And I've got nothing against totems personally, but I just find it more rewarding to survive for almost 3,500 days in a hardcore world without totems. So it's a similar concept where like I'm digging out in large part because I think it's a lot more satisfying to go away. To have this nether perimeter when I've dug it out by hand. It's gonna take a long time. Like I don't envision this being done for, you know, a few years, half a decade, I don't know. But it's a project I can work on my free time, on streams, whenever. It's a relatively low effort thing to do, dig, so. Yeah, it's a massive project for sure. Your sounds are annoying me. There we go. I've been working on this. I started going more at it probably about 6 months ago. That's where we made most of our progress. If I was a full-time content creator, this would be going by way quicker. If I was spending more time, you know, I only typically spend on-stream time. I spend a little bit of off-stream time. I mostly just spend on-stream time doing this, which means maximum 4, maybe 5 hours in a week. So it would go a lot faster if I spent more time, but I don't mind. Take it all one step at a time. death by pink sparkly unicorn. It's the name of my sword. Oh, go away. You. You're rude. Don't like rude animals here. How did you end up in a hole? Click on the project, up to see your response. Got a few things to... Yeah, no worries. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. You know, running a server, or even helping with the server can be a lot, so... Enjoy. Almost to the lava floor here. We've got like, what, 3 more layers? What is this going to be, our 4th ad break? It's coming up in about 4 minutes for anyone who isn't subbed. I see some ads or doesn't have Twitch Turbo. You'll likely see some ads. So, this is your warning. This is your 4-minute warning. I don't like to have ad breaks and have no warning, so personally. I think it's over here. Should we stop? Look at all this netherrack. Nope. I know we're gonna have to dig up that block again, but I don't want to be running over a hole, so I'll just dig it back up again later. Got some quartz here. That's nice. Got a bunch of magma blocks too. Not that we need any. Okay, that was actually a surprise. Wow. Not cool, game. Not cool. Was it number 2, number 3 today? Times we fall into lava. That time was not my fault though. Came out of nowhere. The floor fell out beneath me. Technically the floor didn't exist. You know, I've thought about it, Jen, but I've decided, nah. It's fun, isn't it? It's like totally like a lot of fun. You know? Falling into lava. How about no? Go. lava there. Who would have thought? Crouch, 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 crouch. I think the ad break is about to start. Perhaps. There we go. Keep on digging. Just keep digging, digging, digging. Take it. Alright. Go put this stuff away, we can get ourselves some slabs. Place the slabs down. Ever since I slabbed this area up though, we haven't had any magma cubes spawning. Feels good, man. Actually, let's go up here. So let's grab some slabs. Let's make a whole bunch more slabs. There's probably too many slabs, but it's fine. You know, if we were keeping this floor, I would consider replacing the lava, top level of lava here with glass. Do that because I want to do that. Because then we could walk over the lava. And I don't think glass mobs would be able to spawn on. But we could keep like the lava pockets and not have to worry. We could walk over them and not have to worry about falling in. Because, you know, if we try to walk over them and we didn't have glass, we would fall in. Big surprise there. Oh, ad break is over. Welcome back. Hope you had good commercials, not bad commercials. Good ads, not bad ads. What constitutes a bad ad? I would say the ads I've gotten, like I was saying earlier, with like the pretty cringy streamer appearances, would be an example of a bad ad, personally. If I see one more ad with Kai in it. I actually haven't seen any ads with Kai in it anymore. I also don't watch a bunch of ads anymore, I guess. Don't really watch much TV. Watch some YouTube. That'd be the only place I would see it. Cool. It's right at the border here. Take it. Remember the creepy one I used to get of the guy and the girl had no eyes? What? I don't remember that. Huh? The question is why? What was it an ad about? Oh, you may have. You may have. Hello, friends. Don't even remember. It's a weird ad. Zero out of 10 would not recommend. I wonder what the creepiest ad is that's ever been made. What if you could do like a top five creepiest ads or something? Why we want to know the top 5 creepiest ads? I don't know. I guess I'm just curious, but probably not a stat people really want to track, but in my head, it's an interesting stat. No, you cannot have cash and a ride down to the arcade. Nope. People use cash? This must be about the 80s or the 90s. People don't use cash anymore. Some people do. It's not unheard of. I was taught from a very early age to always have cash on me. So I even carry cash with me. Not that you need to anymore with things like Apple Pay and whatever, but in the event I need to pay for something and like every system in the world is down, I got cash. It is helpful to still have like a card, like a physical card, because a lot of people have gone to things like Apple Pay, which I have as well. It's okay. I've only used it a couple times. But when there was a big Verizon outage a few months ago, I think. A lot of people used their phones, and when they didn't get service anymore, they couldn't use Apple Pay on their phones. I was in a store and someone was trying to pay for something, and they were like, "Oh no, I can't use Apple Pay," and they didn't have any cards or cash or anything on them. So the store owner ended up saying, "You know what? Just take it, pay me back later," which I've never seen before, personally. But this was a more locally owned store, and so I think that's also part of it. It's a lot of locals. But it's instances like that, right, where it's like if something goes down, you know, if Verizon has a big outage, and you can't really pay for anything if you're relying on your phone. So yeah, that's the other part that's nice about cash, is that you give them cash and there's no, I guess there's no tax in your case. For us, a lot of times the credit card processing fee gets passed, some stores pass it on to the customer. So like there's a couple places, local businesses I've been to, where the tax is playing nice. There's a couple places where they've started to pass on the credit card fee that I think the credit card companies take for using credit cards onto the customers. And so they'll say like, they'll recommend paying with cash, or customer has to be okay paying the 3% or whatever it is fee that the credit card companies charge. We just have a minimum of $5 purchase to use the card. Gotcha. Yeah, the stores I'm thinking of now do it for it doesn't matter the size. And like I said, several of them are local businesses, so like if I'm going there, I'm one, likely paying with a credit card. But two, I don't mind paying the fee then, if it means that they don't have to pay for it. So if I really cared about it, I'd have cash on me to be able to pay for stuff. But if them passing on the fee to me means that they get to stay open, yeah, let's do it. There's one store in particular I'm thinking about that's like a deli kind of place that I wonder sometimes how they stay open, because it always looks like they have so few customers. It's a clean place inside, they have good food, all that stuff, but they just have so few customers. I'm like, how do you stay open? You've got to be getting some other business. It's one of those places that, you know, I highly doubt there's anything nefarious going on, but when you walk in, it kind of feels like the front for like a mob. I'm just like, anything else going on here? They make good food though, and I have no reason to believe there's anything else going on, but it's just like the way the store is set up, like I said, how empty it is, and yet they're still open. It's like, the vibe of the place as well. I don't know. I'm gonna put my finger on it. The funniest place for me still to walk into is a lot of Italian places. Places that sell pizza, pasta, and subs. Pizza and subs a lot of times, and not necessarily sell pasta, but those places are always interesting to me because every one of the ones I walk into locally, they're like locally owned, have very few people inside, but they constantly have orders coming in. There are a few that I wonder like how they stay open, but for the most part, like there's one that's not too far from us now that I went and I picked up food from Friday? I think it was Friday. They were busy. Not very many people like sitting in, but they had like 4 or 5 takeout orders just sitting waiting to go. And a lot of places are like that now as well, where they get a lot of takeout. Takeout's like the number one. It feels like, anyways, the number one source of orders for a lot of restaurants now that do it, anyways. Because, you know, they don't have to, but since COVID, it's kind of felt like everybody does that now. There's a sushi place Emma likes. Well, there's several in the area, but one of the more recent ones that she likes. I went in Friday night because I got a sub at a place that's right next to the sushi place. And they were really busy, and they have a whole like takeout pickup area as well. And they were like, I think it took, but from the time the food was purchased to the time we left, like an hour. Friday, Saturday nights, they're usually behind though. I don't know if they just can't keep up with all the orders, or is there something else going on, but they're very nice though. A few times I've been in there to pick things up. The very first time Emma ordered sushi, I went and picked it up. It said it was gonna take like 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, go to the store. It's on the pickup shelf. Every time after that since then, I think it's because like when we did that, it was like a weekday that wasn't like a Friday. The last 2 times have been a Friday night and then a Saturday night before that. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be busy. Really interesting. The pizza and sub places to me are always the most interesting. Because I think I've talked about this on stream before, but I always feel like it's hard to find a good one too. I like the one that's close to us though. But I tried another one before that was fine. And if we're ordering, we don't generally order a lot of pizza and subs, so I also don't get a whole lot of chances to try different things. Let's go this way. Doing a decent job with that corner there, though. So we did get the corner spot cleared out that I wanted to get cleared out. Which is good. We're filling up these shulker boxes mighty quick though. All this netherrack. Go clear out that area. It's just hanging on by a thread here, I think. That's what this is. It's a couple layers deep there. Ooh. Let's not fall off, thank you. Don't really need the gold, so I don't really care. That is not what I wanted, but okay. Minecraft is hard. It's a little hard sometimes. Let's eat. Let's eat and Put this stuff away. Bada bing, bada boom. Down here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Why is there so much quartz? And a bunch of gold. Ingots. Let's go here. Like so. Hold there too. Quartz. What? We've got a quartz. There we go. Do that. All right. We are making really good progress on this, though. This is the edge. Oh, that's not the edge. I think that's the thing about digging, though, right? Is like every time that we come here, I can see progress happening. It can be very difficult. You're spending a lot of time like thinking about something or grinding materials, you know. It can be very, very difficult to see real progress. If you just throw everything in a shulker box and, oh look, I have shulker box. Like, that's not as good as when you're actually building something or tearing something down. And you can visually see the progress. That's when it becomes most impactful. Need some kind of visual representation of it, so. Clearing out all this area, while it may not feel like a lot of area, is a lot of area. And just the totality, right, of over the last 6 months, how much progress we've made here is quite good. It's quite good. Over here, we can get rid of all of this. All that can fall. Fall. Let's get rid of all of you. Looks about right. Okay. Little ledge right there. Actually, want to get rid of that ledge. Can. Don't want anything to accidentally spawn on there. More. So be pretty careful where we step now. So I remember filling in a hole over here. Gotta be cognizant of where that hole is. Here, I guess. Step in it. Okay. Good. Got this big old central area. Quartz I should always take when I see it. It's one of those things I don't feel like I can have enough of, especially the raw quartz. Quartz blocks I believe I can trade for the villagers. Yeah, right here. This is a big old hole. That's what I remember. this. Take this layer off. Oh, shush. And then you despawn, of course. So why would a ghast ever stick around to face the consequences of its actions? Oh, there it is. Didn't despawn. Just flew too far away. Oh no. Did I really? Did I really? I just accidentally created a zombie pigman farm. How? My arrow one of the arrows that missed the ghast must have hit a zombie pigman. Oh, no, we're fine. It's a bit annoying, but we'll survive. Famous last words. Yeah, I see you. Thing is, you can't get up to me, though. Could drop down, maybe. I don't think you can get up to me. I don't think they can, anyways. You just drop there. They should eventually de-aggro. In theory. Stick around here long enough. As long as I don't re-aggro them. Push them off. Push them off. Push them off. Push him off. Push him off! Yes! That's funny. I hear you, Cube. Got a little bit of space left. Shulker and 8 slots. Should I walk back this way if they're aggro still? Or have they despawned? Yeah, they're done. Not angry at me anymore. See, I feel like maybe it's always been that way. I don't feel like it's always been that way. I feel like if I would have flown away and come back, the pigman would have still been aggro. Honestly, that was like super easy. I'm very surprised by how easy that was. Hello, friends. Hi. Please go away. You're making me nervous right now. There we go. Reminded me of the raid sound. I feel like I had Emma make those like forever ago now. Here we go. Easy peasy. See, all I need to do is just make sure I don't miss. then we're all fine. Thank you. Ad break is about to start. For anyone who does have ads, good luck, have fun. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was just my mouse being my mouse. We're good. Thought I was lagging for a second. I'm like, that shouldn't happen on single player. It does happen on multiplayer, it's not on single player. If I was lagging there, it meant that my computer was dead. Ad break in progress. Good luck, have fun. Okay, I did not hit your brethren. That's good. No hitting brethren. No thank you. Alright. Making our way through. Easy peasy. Let's not fall in a hole somewhere, please. See, I just accidentally bumped my GoXLR Mini there, and you guys won't have seen a difference because it's fixed. Turns out it wasn't the Mini. It was the cord. But when I hit the GoXLR Mini accidentally just then, my hand tightened up a little bit. I was like, oh no, is the stream gonna crash? Nope. No, we're good. Amazing what happens when things just work. There we go. Gasp, yeah. Unbelievable, right? Like, just changing out a cord is all it took? Wow. Whoa. Almost hit that pigman. There's too many of you. Y'all are worse than magma cubes, I'll tell you that. Okay, you're not actually worse than magma cubes. In my head, you're worse than magma cubes right now, though. Because I'm actively dealing with you. If you all would go away, I would be very, very, very appreciated. Just like disappear, please, for like an afternoon. You know, go on a vacation, go sit at a lava beach, I don't know. Just make sure you use sunscreen. Gassed up there. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. I don't think gas shooting pigmen causes them to be aggro though. Should just be if I were to hit them. I think. Potentially. full. Yeah, a lot of progress on that little mountain there. What? That sounded like an aggro pigman. It was not an aggro pigman apparently, but it sounded like an aggro pigman. Maybe the pigman fell, I don't know. I do still remember the first time I ever aggroed zombie pigman. It was my first single player world. I think I pillared up. Yeah, I'm a little paranoid now. Just a little bit. Remember, I pillared up and didn't know what to do. It's like, okay, I know so far as to like be out of reach, but like, what do I do next? I either killed them all or I don't know, I did something. It was harder then because you didn't have a Elytra. You couldn't just fly away. You had to like actually deal with the problem. And I can't run away from all my problems. I have to actually deal with them. See, in Minecraft, you don't have to deal with all of your problems. You can just run away. At least nowadays. Wasn't always like that. Let's get through it. Come on. Yes, cast. Better. That time I don't think I had a chance of getting a zombie pigman. Almost at a full inventory already, jeez. I think I actually might be after this row. D3, yeah, close enough. Not bad though. A gas spawned literally as soon as I left. Anything good? No. Nope. But hey, we got that whole section. Oh. Don't yell at me. Look at this whole section. Almost down to the lava level here. We got all this area up here that needs to be cleaned up. That's probably the next spot, to be honest. Alright, let's go para pickaxe. Give me skeletons or give me death. Preferably the skeletons first. How many skulls are we up to now? 31. So we're up to 10 withers now? Plus the 5 beacons, plus the 1 nether star I have. So if we fought 10 withers, we could have 16 beacons right now. Isn't that cool? Plus the... How many beacons do we have in this area? 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 23 beacons, plus we've got... Oh, man. 1, 2... Got maybe 6 in the overworld? 7 in the overworld? 6, probably? So we've got close to 30 beacons, potentially, in this world. I'll be happy once we get to a stack of beacons. We don't have 30 beacons right now. We have the potential to get 30 beacons right now. We don't have 30 beacons, so. That's the other part of it too, right? It's just turning those skulls into beacons. 31. And we can drastically shrink this storage system now. What's up? You were sleeping. Well, why would you sleep? In a minute. Hello.
Hello.
Bailey's like, how dare you? Where's ya, Bailey? What you doing? Oh, you got your rope toy? Give it to me. It's mine. Boof. Got a boof. A boof. She's shaking her head. It's like, grrr, I killed the rat. Grrr. See, this is how you shake your prey, right? That's how you kill it. Except we're killing a rope toy for some reason. And you're 8.5 pounds, okay? You're not really gonna kill anything. She could kill a rat.
Small birds.
Small birds.
Wow.
Squirrels, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe a rabbit if she's like.
Ooh. Let's not break your neck. Look at all these wither skeletons.
Oh no!
Get it. It's a skull. Have you seen how many skulls I have now, then? So we were just counting it earlier. If I were to take all the skulls plus all the beacons I currently have, because I have roughly probably 6 beacons in the overworld. I've got 7 beacons currently being used in the nether. I've got 5 beacons in my ender chest, plus I have a nether star to create a beacon, and then I think we have enough to kill about another 10 withers, which is a beacon per, basically. It's a nether star per.
So 29 effectively.
So now we have,
3.
now we're at 34. So it's divided by 3, 11 withers. We were at 10, now we're at 11.
So roughly like 90 total over the course of your world.
90 beacons?
90 withers.
Yeah. I think I was saying earlier, I was like, I don't think we necessarily need to make this more efficient, this farm, but I think there is a way to make it more efficient. And if we are able to do that, we get an even higher total. $35 skulls is insane. I've never seen 35 skulls in one place with the skulls in one place before. Bailey's now on her back, holding onto a rope toy. For some reason, she likes playing on her back. It's kind of weird. Then I'll like fake punch her stomach. She's like latched onto a toy.
She will sometimes roll herself onto her back while you're playing with her.
Yeah, she will roll herself onto her back. For whatever reason. Because she's a dog? I don't know. Dog be doing dog things.
Except, like, it seems odd because normally animals don't want to expose their stomach. You know?
Yeah.
The stomach is the vulnerable part.
She's showing vulnerability. You know? Okay, for some reason the wither skeleton output has dropped drastically. This is where I think if we were able to make the farm appear a little more efficient so that wither skeletons could see iron golems much easier, we'd increase that rate. We're up to 36. One more and we should be at 12 withers that we could fight. Yep, we need one more. Because I always keep one in there. Almost repaired our pickaxe completely though. Come on, one more. Tired? Why would you be tired? How dare you be tired?
It's all of the stuff I've done today.
It's all of the amazing things you've done today. Oh, we got the skull! Woo! Up for 12 withers now.
Including, mostly limited to flying
I mean, you did clean the floors yesterday, so you did something. I mean, that can carry over to today.
What?
Nothing.
What?
I don't know if you guys heard, but Emma said that she went with me to the grocery store yesterday. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I did.
You did, yes. That is.
I guess. I did.
Well, I don't think of the grocery store as like exerting effort.
So on.
You're funny. Ooh, the skull. I think the thing we will need to watch out for is that this is going to get backed up with the number of swords that we have. I need to be a little careful about that. Look at all those swords. Swords. Aw. Got quite a bit of coal coming through here, which is good. A lot of bones. A lot of bones. Not really any arrows, which is good. I'm gonna pile up a little bit. Right. Oh, got a skull. 9. Skull, 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 skull. Sword, sword. 41 skulls, up to 40. Alright. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna end it there. We got plenty geared up for the next time I come through and, I don't know, fight a bunch of withers, something along those lines. We've gotten quite a few. I'm pretty happy with the output of today, and I'm pretty happy with the fact that we dug out a lot of area today as well. We dug out the corner that I wanted to. So, if you're new around here and or just don't know, feel free to check out the links down in chat. Thank you for posting those, Jen, to the YouTubes, the Instas, the tweets, the Discord as well. It's always a good place to get notified for things, so feel free to join those things. As always, this VOD will get posted to my YouTube channel or my archive channel right after this Fires Archive. So if you did miss any part of the stream, you can always go back to the Twitch VODs, which are open for anybody to watch, or if you want to go back and watch a stream from like 2 years ago. Actually, I don't even know if I have any from 2 years, but definitely stuff from last year. Those are all posted on my archive channel. So yeah, fun stuff. All right. Well, I think, folks, that's going to wrap it up for today. I got some other things I got to get done today, unfortunately. So we're just going to wrap things up here. Hope you all enjoy. I will see some of you on Wednesday. I'll see some of you on Sunday. Either way, I hope you all have a great, great, great week. And I will see you all when I see you. So thanks for being here. Have a great one. Bye.